Hello, good morning. I am here today to save you some time and perhaps some pain or numbness. This is just a regular person giving you their opinion on a product that they bought after watching an advertisement on, yes, Facebook. So you've probably seen this advertisement too by Meine Studios for their smart sleeve. You're looking at the smart sleeve in my HP NVX 360 laptop, and I know you can't see the critical issue right now, but I'm going to walk you through the product, point out to you, in my opinion, a couple of the major problems with this device and why I do not recommend it. So we'll start at the beginning. This is marketed as a sleeve for your laptop, and it works on the basis of a series of magnets. So I'm going to take this and put it back so you can sort of see it in its original shape. This is the back of it, and I hope you can see this thing is not held very tightly by the magnets. It's very cheaply made. It's made out of PU plastic, so it's very thin. I'll show you that as well. And you put your laptop in here. There's very little support. I'm going to try my best to show you. This is not a sleeve that's going to provide any protection for your laptop, and certainly also not from the rain. But it has another magnet here. This magnet and the one on the back are the critical ones in terms of the function. Show you it from the side so you can see. And it doesn't keep its shape very well. I mean, I've had it now for, as I said, I think less than a week, and you can already see it getting deformed, and it doesn't look all that nice, let me tell you in person, if you can't tell already. But the idea is that you put your laptop in here. So I'm going to put my laptop in so you get the idea. So I'm going to put the laptop in, carry it around to work, look really cool with it. All right. And oh, I forgot. This is $100. You also get this really cool little matching plastic, I don't know, thing for, I guess, putting some of your minor essentials in. Again, I hope you can see this is cheap plastic. And these two, I guess they're supposed to hold together for you cables or something like that. That you can throw in there. That's supposed to be like a great selling piece. Haven't used it. That's not good for anything. Won't hold your charger. Forget it. All right, you get to work. I pull it out, and you're supposed to flop it over. You got to turn it upside down like this. And on the back, what I'm going to do is fold it up, this piece on the bottom, under, so this becomes a triangle. Okay? And I'm going to lift it up a little bit higher. You can see on the bottom, that metal piece, that is a magnet in it. And then you can see this tiny open region here. That's for where the magnet's going to attach. So I flop this thing up and over, and it's not tightly held either, but that's where that is going to go. And then the idea is that you're going to sit your laptop in the groove here that's made. Now, my laptop, HP NVX 360, is like most laptops. The front of the laptop is typically, thinner, and then it tends to get bigger the closer you get to the hinges in the back. So the front of the device needs to be very low. You don't want it very high in terms of your wrist. So we put it in here like this, and you probably can't see, but I literally have a finger's width of height difference between the laptop closed. So it's even bigger this mismatch, when I open the laptop, it's going to become, two fingers width if I put them on top of one another. Okay. That's the height difference mismatch with this quote unquote wrist rest. So if I put the laptop in and I attempt to type, you're going to find that your wrist is bent at an angle. And as I said, I've had this thing for less than a week. I started to find that my thumb was going numb. and it was from using this thing. Once I stopped using it, then I found I had no trouble. All right, so $100, that's a lot of money to spend on it. Well, what can I do to sort of maybe um, uh, solve the problem or sort of help to address it? Well, I suppose I could take a magic marker or another pen, and I attempted to try to find something that would perfectly match this gap. And I can't tell you I have a pen that's the perfect height, but you can attempt to sort of bridge that gap by trying to take like a magic marker or something. And it's just ludicrous that for $100 I have to do this in order to attempt to try to, bridge that gap and make it a little bit more flush so that I'm not going to hurt my wrists. But for $100, you shouldn't have to do that. So I have a number of problems fundamentally with this product. The first is that it is really thin and cheap. It's not protective. The second is that they make a big deal out of it being, ergonomically helpful here, and it is not. It's actually fairly harmful. And your third is I'm paying $100, so that's prime money. So you should, before you put a product on the market, you should actually test it out with a series of real laptops that people buy and use and make sure that it actually works with real people. So I will describe another sleeve, which you can buy on Amazon, that I think is a far better product. And I'll also tell you about a metal-based product that you can buy that's really cheap, which is another alternative if you're looking for something that basically will give you a little bit of an ergonomic wrist rest and raise up your laptop. Okay? But, bottom line, this is my opinion. This is an honest review. Don't buy this. Save yourself time, money, pain, and there are much better alternatives out there. And I hope you have a lovely day.